and welcome back to another installment of malViolence. This has been an interesting little escape room kind of visual novel. We got some interesting things going on. We met Cautionne last time, and I'm not sure exactly what his deal is, but I got a feeling there's something going on here. I don't know what our involvement is. All I know is that we've been referred to repeatedly as like an agent for Stop. And we know that Cautionne and Dr. Danger are apparently supervillains, so I don't know how all this kind of ties together. We've just got some acronyms, we've got we've got some proper nouns, and that's kind of all we're going for. I can't really tell if Cautionne is like devious or like there's an element of play going on here, but if you're a supervillain, I have to imagine, you know, maybe you've kind of done some dirt. And I guess Dr. Danger is dead, so it seems like it's just us and Cautionne here, and I don't like the conceit for us being here was that we asked for a raise, and now we're in the lair of some kind of supervillain. So I'm not sure what's going on. Like maybe like Stop is like corrupt in and of itself. Oh, I asked for a raise, so you threw me over to some supervillain. I don't know. It's hard to say, but we also solved a lot of puzzles last time, and I have to imagine we're going to be doing a lot more of that, which also means a lot more editing on my part, because watching somebody that is as dumb as me fumble through puzzles cannot be very entertaining. So we'll do the best we can. We're gonna do the puzzles though. I'm not gonna be a bitch. I'm not gonna bitch out. I've got the option right here. You can literally add a skip button to all the puzzles, but I ain't no bitch. I ain't no bitch. As my good pal Fat Kakashi would say. Did I load the wrong save? Yes, I did!
Well, if it isn't a lab rat.
Fear not, we found the right save file. I goofed. Anyway, well, if it isn't the lab rat. For someone with chronic resting blah face, you look real proud of yourself. And you know what? You should be. By getting this far, you're statistically proven to have more brains than 96% of Stop employees. So congrats! That said, I actually expected you to die by now. I'm not sure how to reward you for your success. Oh, wait, I have an idea. How about a sticker? If you get out of here, I'll give you a fruit-scented one. At the rate you're going, you might even get one of my super special grape stickers. And I never give those out. Huh, I don't see you jumping for joy. Not a grape fan?
Well then.
Oh well, more for me. I really am not a grape fan, but I do believe I mentioned that last time. We are kind of rewinding a little bit here because which this explains why the saves are a little weird, because you know what, I ended that last one off at a really weird spot, and kind of jumping back in felt like it would be weird. So I thought we'd kind of hit this Cautionne interaction again, and why not? He's so lovely. Why would we not want to take a moment and spend more time with this lovely boy? So what was you talking about? More for me.
Hey, lab rat.
So what did you think of my research lab? So this is another criticism I kind of have about this game, is that during these kinds of cutscenes, sometimes the dialogue will just advance on its own, and it's really hard to read. And I feel like maybe they were timed to have voice acting, but didn't end up getting voice acting or something. But it's really hard to read sometimes, and maybe I could get those taken out at some point, or maybe hopefully Proto-Violence doesn't do that. It's kind of, as somebody that reads visual novels out loud, auto-advancing text when you don't want it is poison. Not that you should be considering a specific audience when making it. I'm blabbering. It's awesome, isn't it? A little derivative, maybe, but any scientist worth their salt needs a room full of big high-tech computers and big fat source libraries. Though there is one thing that makes my lab better than the others. My primary source extractor. It's kind of loud once it revs up, but it's a pain to clean afterwards. But the results are amazing. I had planned on giving you a first-hand demonstration, but the last experiment got so messy that I'm still cleaning the rafters. Disappointing, I know. But never fear. The great Cautionne, Emperor of malViolence, used his aptitude for adaptation to his advantage. And so, he constructed the... Stop it! He constructed these quasi-deadly puzzle rooms sure to satisfy even the least imaginative of stop agents. Aren't I thoughtful, lab rat? Yeesh, tough crowd. You must be fun at parties. Anyway, enough dilly-dallying. Vamoose to the next room already. There's more games for you to play. Or hell, take your sweet time. I've always wanted to see how motivating electrified floors can be. Yeah, I think that'd probably work real well. You know, it worked, Metal Gear Solid did a real good job of keeping you away and keeping you away from your specific goals in that video game. I would absolutely need a remote controlled rocket launcher of some degree. He's clearly joking again. Probably. Maybe. No, better not tempt fate. I love how much personality they gave Cautionne, though. It's actually just stupidly amazing. Oh, okay. Well, another nondescript hallway. What do we got? This self-styled supervillain has got world-class bad manners. Where could he have picked up such a nasty personality anyway? You know, it's pointless to speculate, but you can't help it. Because your current surroundings are unusually ordinary. Yeah, like this whole place has looked very sterile and vivid and clean and just maybe a little too clean. The last corridor looked straight out of a sci-fi movie. This one's practically mundane. It's got more in common with a basic stop research building. I wonder if that... Oh. Okay. So, like... That gets the brain moving a little bit. Like, I'm wondering if that's a clue. It brings back memories of your days as a low-level agent, trudging through halls, delivering low-level intel to low-level researchers. Your supervisor loved emphasizing the low-level part. Pressing your key card to the reader, hearing that little beep of approval, seeing the doors click open. Waking up in a mad scientist's research facility has a way of making you long for the simple life. Speaking of doors, this corridor's got 5 to choose from. So we got like 5 more puzzle rooms? Oh god, my brain is not ready. You pause. Once again, your fate is now in your own hand. Oh jeez. So this, is this another one of his puzzles?
Good.
Oh.
You made it through the experiment room.
Okay, hi. Dr. Danger on again. What did you... No, calm down. It's probably motion activated. Yeah, I was gonna say. You should have listened to the last recording since it seemed pretty helpful. I'll just go back and watch the VOD, it's okay. This time you'll stay still and pay attention. The narrative voice in this game is really interesting.
I apologize for any distress that the previous room may have caused you.
So, the narrative voice in this game is very interesting. The way it's narrating your... I don't know if this means anything or if it's just the way that the writer kind of just wanted to tackle the writing for this game and kind of like this... The way your actions are being described, it's got this very humorous bent to it, and I don't know if that's like some kind of like, oh, you're being controlled, or somebody is recording this or orchestrating this, and I don't know. But the fact that we mentioned that this facility seems a lot like a stop facility, that feels pretty important if we're to go with something like that. But I don't know if that's necessarily connected or if that's just me overbraining. Anyway, I apologize for any distress that the previous room may have caused you. It's okay. I big brained my way out. It's no big deal at all.
Whatever it's worth, please know that I do not take pleasure in hurting others. The sight of blood makes me quite ill.
Well, you do have the name Dr. Danger, so maybe you just think it's a very cool rock starish name, which, I mean, yeah, I don't disagree.
It always has.
Mm-hmm.
Allow me to explain.
No, that room belongs to my apprentice. Currently, he's running an experiment, even if he seems more interested in the process than the results. Honestly, I am in no position to lecture him. He's not cruel, he's just...
Please, listen carefully.
I suppose I can say this. All his test subjects have a certain unfortunate commonality. They're a plushie? A terminal condition, if you will, that makes it very difficult for him to remain impartial. Huh.
I apologize.
I apologize for being vague here, but the nature of this work has always been a private matter. It's not your responsibility. It's mine. What's that supposed to mean?
If you're looking for where to go next, please take the door directly in front of you. The other doors are very much best left shut.
Okay. That's where those are the murder rooms.
Take care now. I'll see you in a week.
Well, okay. I mean, this is very clearly not meant for us. This is... See you in a week. Huh. Okay, what you got? That recording definitely wasn't for you. Whoever the intended recipient was, Dr. Danger clearly trusted them. Better take the door she recommended. All right. What are we seeking a way out of this time? Like a police officer's evidence room or something? What is this? What's all this? Okay, it's an office. There's shelves everywhere. Everywhere. Loads of files, too. Like the hall before it, it's oddly ordinary. Just to double check, though. Yeah, you ain't getting out that easy, homie. I don't know what I'm thinking. Yep. Pretty sure this is another puzzle room. All right, then. Let's get to puzzling. My favorite part. I'm so good at it. All right. Well, okay, so puzzle is another computer puzzle. It looks like we got probably, yeah, 2 computer puzzles, whatever this is. I don't know what that is. That's the exit. Evidence board is, well, no, is that an evidence board? It looks like an evidence board, like those pegboards, like this over here. It looks like one of these. But I suppose we will do our due diligence. Whoa, what is... That doesn't... Hello? You pick up the note beneath the blackboard. It says, the red-headed child said they have never been to the suburbs or the open water. Whoever lived in the mountains arrived in either June or December. The child from the suburbs was processed before the subject from the mountains. Oh, God, this is like, there's going to be a big old logic puzzle, isn't there? Oh, God, I hope I can go back and read these. There doesn't seem to be like an evidence button or... I hope you let me reread that, because it's gone. I hope I wasn't supposed to write that down. What's these shelves? You survey the diagrams before you. From a distance, they seem to be your average blueprints. Blueprints for weapons of all makes, shapes, and sizes. But on closer inspection, they reveal a certain quirkiness that doesn't belong on a technical document. The handwriting is also distinct, for a lack of a better word. That said, poor penmanship hasn't dulled the designs themselves. The least dangerous of these would be the least dangerous of these would be devastating out in the field. The oldest of the blueprints, the ones hidden at the bottom of the pile, look wildly different. Clearly, another person was behind them. In fact, if you squint, you can still find signatures at the bottom. Destrange. Destrange. Have we heard? I think my brain is just making up that I've heard that before. That just kind of hit me in the face for some reason. Destrange. They're dated more than 15 years ago. Okay. What's the other blue stuff? We've got loads of papers down here. These documents appear to be designs for cybernetic limbs like the ones produced by Stop at first glance. On closer inspection, there are more differences than there are similarities. Stop's technology is more generalized, more efficient, and angular. These plans are heavily customized. They could have only been suitable for a very small number of subjects, possibly as few as one. Perhaps Dr. Danger based it on stolen data. You make a note to tell your superiors about possible reverse engineering. I'm gonna be a narc. Let's go! Printouts and clippings of various news articles, all related to Dr. Danger's exploits, with a certain colorful sidekick occasionally breaking into the opening paragraphs. Really? In fact, when you look at them together, Cautionne seems to show up more over time. Dr. Danger must be pleased with their pupil's growth. At the bottom of the pile, a heavily weathered photo peeks out. Based on what you can make out of the caption, it looks like some kind of commemorative occasion. I don't think breakthrough in cybernetic security. I don't know what this would be. O2XD Room 2 Erdre. Well, this is okay. Destrange et al. Celebrate breakthrough in cybernetic security. I can't recognize any of the faces, but you do recognize the logo as. Never mind. It's just similar. That's okay. So this is like a. So it sounds like Stop probably is involved then. Like if we're kind of acting weird about seeing a logo that's probably. Stops, maybe? I don't know. We didn't really get a good image there. We're just kind of trusting the narration. You eye over the mass of scrawled notes pinned in front of you. There are two distinct sets of handwriting here, but the contents are mostly the same and mostly domestic? Notes on what to eat for breakfast and when to start preparing it. Notes on how much sleep to get and what stories to read. Birthdays, exercises, meal plans, and chores. The two who wrote these notes weren't just sharing the same space. They were living together. Okay. So I'm going to take this to mean that Cautionne and Dr. Danger are living together for some reason. I mean, if they're supervillain buddies, there's got to be something going on. Like, I don't know them. They're probably related. Like, my guess is that they are probably related. I don't know if it's like mother-daughter, but I think maybe, or mother-son. But I don't know if it's like mother-son, but they're clearly living together. Like that's clearly a thing. At least that's kind of what we're getting. Like what I'm kind of starting to put together. If they're being seen together a lot, and Cautionne is the doctor's pupil. Okay, what's this? As you look over the sprawling web of photos, documents, and diagrams, you realize everything in front of you is perfectly orderly. There are notes of a hunter, and Stop was their prey. You recognize dozens of names, operations, and places vital to parts of STOP's organization that had suffered heavy blows in the last few years. But you're disturbed by how many places you don't recognize. Laboratories, factories, and armories that must be high above your clearance level, crossed out like someone was just going down a checklist. All these top secret sites share the same acronym, YTDI. You're the dog now, ignoramus! No, you don't recognize it. That's par for the course with STOP. If you don't know what an acronym means, it's probably above your pay grade. I don't even know what STOP means, so things are very clearly have gotten away from me in a way that I am not going to be able to recover from. Oh, wait, there's more of these little guys? Are there more of these little boys? I just saw one. Was it? Here, there's more of these little boys. You spot a note on the wall and pick it up. It says, the blonde child seems to have a musical inclination. The bracelet has a notable tarnish. Upon sampling it, it seems to be a coating of coastal salt. The city dweller was abducted in the spring. Again, I hope I'm able to like look at these notes. Now it's kind of, no, okay. There's two more over here then. There's a note stuck to the front of the desk. It says, the bracelet arrived at the facility before the toy plane. Subject G does not know how to use a yo-yo. The yo-yo trickster did not arrive first. A note is stuck to the water cooler, which doesn't actually dispense any water. It says, the child whose designation comes first in the alphabet was the second to the last arrival. Subject R arrived in June. The child wearing a bracelet arrived in September. Okay. So that's, I hope they have that all written down somewhere. All right. A computer and a small, strange coliseum? What on earth is that? Of course, it's a puzzle. That's been me this whole time. Oh God, what do we got here? In a stealthy campaign, Cautionne has managed to take control of a STOP holding center where several young test subjects are being held in a futuristic panopticon. To give them the best chance of survival, Cautionne needs to rearrange the cells so that each group of escaping testees is balanced. These groups are shown as a circle, a triangle, a square, and an X. So we playing PlayStation up in here. However, the bureaucratic systems have only left the bare minimum operating instructions on how to operate the panopticon. Help Cautionne properly arrange the cells according to the limitations of the system. And I can only do this in 15 moves? What is... I don't even know what half of what I just read means. So I imagine I just spin the wheel, right? It's one of these deals, huh? Where the wheels are... they're interconnected in some way. So out wheel moves blue wheel. I'm just writing stuff down now. Out wheel moves blue wheel. Blue wheel moves. Oh, wait. Okay. I think I got a part of this. Okay. So this down here, this little diagram. Okay, so if I move the blue wheel, yeah, it moves the white wheel. And I use 2 of my moves there. Wait, can I like... and then just bring it back? Okay, I can do this and not... not consume moves. So what is like? Okay. Need to rearrange the cells so that each group escaping testes is balanced. So I'm gonna say each spoke is probably a group then. And what they probably want me to do is have one of each in each spoke. Not on, yeah. So like I can only have like one X, one square, one triangle, and one circle per spoke. Oh God. Okay. So. Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be a fast forward edit deal here, cause okay. Yeah, this is gonna take me a bit, I think. Cause yeah, this is gonna, wait, no, not even friggin' close. We're absolutely failing this the first time. Yeah, we're about ready to enjoy a dead end, I think, everybody. Let's go. Oh. Okay, and suddenly your controls freeze up. There's a notification in the corner. Seems like you've run out of time, lab rat. That's it. The jailbreak is over. You screwed up. So it was a prison. Then, if this only concerned you and me, I'd be whatever about it. We all make mistakes, you know, so I'm super forgiving and cool and mature about this kind of thing. But you just lost those kids a chance to get out before operations start. Sorry, operations? They could have gotten out clean. Now I'll have to step in and bust them out dirty. And it's all because of you.
Shut up.
Now go sit in the corner and think about what you've done. I'll come back for you when you're sorry enough. Yeah. Subject expired after 3 days due to lack of water, light, food, and mental stimulation. Scratched their nails to bleeding point on exit door before losing consciousness, so I'll have to clean that mess up. Contributing factors to death: didn't take the consequences of imprisonment very seriously. Dead end number 8. The taste of sobering punishment. Huh. This feels... I don't think this puzzle was random. I think this puzzle was themed the way that it was themed for a reason. I didn't save before doing that. Okay. No. No. Huh? What about? Oh, God! Okay. Yeah, okay. That took way too long. That hurt my brain. I'm not a fan of that. Ass! In response to your hard-earned success, 2 little Scrattle-like tiles pop up in a miniature panopticon. They show the letters A and S. How quaint! All right, so we already poked our head into this one. I think I have a pretty good idea of what this one's gonna be. The monitor is displaying some kind of simulation. Better take a closer look. All right. It's time for a crash course in cybernetics. Lay down some pipe, baby. Lay down new synthetic neural pathways, but be mindful of the original pieces that can't be moved. Yeah, it's gonna be these guys. Here's some basic recalibration rules. Neural pathways must form one continuous loop and occupy every available space. Pathways can cross over themselves, but they can't retrace themselves, so no T intersections. Do these count as T intersections? Because they are T's, or do they mean T as in like like that? Probably means that, if we're looking at this the way that I think it's gonna work. At any four-way intersection, neuron will always go straight through. It will never turn. You can only submit possible solutions where there are no open-ended pathways, including T intersections. Okay. Who's ready for a fast forward? Because that's probably what this is gonna be. Okay, that maybe took a little longer than I thought it would, but oh my god, this game's really breaking my brain now. All right, I solved the puzzle. RT. All right, we are going to spell the word fart. Clearly. The desk drawer juts open just a bit and reveals two small tiles inside. R and T are written on them respectively. Now, where could you put them to use? Probably gonna be how we get out of here, I imagine. Oh god, yep, here it is. Okay. Okay. The blackboard is covered in little doodles, but they don't seem to be just for decoration. You hate to admit it, but they're kinda cute. Completely unlike their creator. Okay, so we have got a harmonica, we've got intake dates of March, June, September, and December, coasts, subject F, a yo-yo, a toy plane, mountains, city, subject A, bracelet, subject R, okay. During our last operation, we only managed to save 4 test subjects. We also found some incomplete records that indicate all the subjects at this facility arrived within the same calendar year and a box of their personal belongings. Click on Notes for a detailed view. In a detailed view, click on Written Notes to strike them out. Using what information we have, figure out which item belongs to who, when each subject arrived at the facility, and who grew up where. I had a feeling that these notes were going to come back. So the blonde child seems to have a musical inclination. Who is the blonde child? Only you're redheaded very clearly. I don't know what's going on with you. And we don't know, but I'm going to imagine you have red hair. Alright. So you are probably alright. Easy peasy. The bracelet has a notable tarnish. Upon sampling it, seems to be a coating of coastal salt. The city dweller was abducted in spring. So the bracelet has a notable tarnish if I'm sampling it. So the bracelet is tied to the coast. Don't know what that means. The city dweller was abducted in the spring. City dweller. How do I know who grew up in the city? City dweller was abducted in the spring. So city be March. Okay. The bracelets arrived at the facility before the toy plane. Subject G does not know how to use a yo-yo. The yo-yo trickster did not arrive first. I don't know what any of that means. The child whose designation comes first in the alphabet was second to last arrival. Okay, so September. Subject R arrived in June. The child wearing the bracelet arrived in November. What? Or September. Oh, okay, the bracelet's you then. All right, so that's some stuff taken care of. The red-haired child said they've never been to the suburbs or open water. Whoever lived in the mountains arrived in either June or December. The child from the suburbs was processed before the subject in the oh my god. Help! Oh god. This is gonna hurt my brain. I'm gonna have to do a lot more writing. It's not gonna be very exciting, sitting here, listening to me write things down and talk to myself. So again, we're gonna have to do a cut. I can't sit here and talk this out for 20 minutes, because that's what's gonna take. So I'll be back when I've got all of this sorted. And 12 agonizing minutes later, and a lot of writing, and me knocking things over while putting my notepad away. I'm writing, see? With a damn pen for you to know what I'm doing. I think we've arrived at the solution. God, I want to hope so. We're just gonna submit and hope I don't die. I did it! All right. So, obviously, I think it's clear to see that all of this stuff is very much like somebody is abducting children. These are children that are being processed for something. I don't know what any of this means, but this is not being shown to us for no reason. I just can't believe that. But, yeah, this was a lot to puzzle out. My notes are just kind of a nightmare. You basically have to write like a little a logic chart to kind of get your way through it. It was kind of a nightmare, and I'm I think we're gonna be done after this room, because my brain has already had enough puzzling, and I've got a feeling things are only gonna get worse from here. But I solved the puzzle. E. Upon further inspection, it reads the letter E for evidence, evidence, evidence. Got a taste of evidence. Sorry. Look, man, it's been a long 12 to 15 minutes. My brain needs some kind of stimulation that's not thinking. Or maybe for end. I hope it's end of puzzles or enough of these silly games. I hope it's for either of those. But that's just wishful thinking. No, that would be W. Either way, you decide to take it with you. All right, so with that, we're saving this time, not doing a dumbass and loading. God, boy, this game's breaking my brain. Okay. There are 5 empty slots on the door's lock. Your best guess is that you need to fill them up somehow. All right. Instructions. Caution's a big fan of word games, so he wants you to come up with a word that's almost as good as the one above. You might have to find some letters for... Okay, so if you'd have came here and tried to open the door, you just wouldn't have had any letters. All right. Am I looking like for a specific word? I don't know that any of the words that I have read in the last hour are jumping out at me. But I can make a lot of words out of this word. Like rates. I can make tears. Yeah, it's like the game is probably like I don't know, children crying from being abducted and experimented on, I guess. I'm just gonna try tears. I feel like that's what this little asshole wants me to do anyway, is cry tears. So what have you got? Do you have tears? What? All right, the little asshole wants me to cry tears. Let's go. No message from the kid yet, though. Maybe I just failed. Maybe if you're stealthy... Maybe if you're stealthy, you could sneak past without being subjected to another one of his
Snooping as usual, I see.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. You caught me! Got me red-handed. I don't know. I've got nothing in my hands. I was just trying to get out. You spoke too soon. Yeah, you're right you're right in your element, huh? Not that you know it, but I've got a good eye for this kind of thing. I bet you've got that bubbly feeling buzzing under your skin, like sweet sparkling lemonade in your veins. What a colorful turn of phrase. I'll give my right arm to feel as excited as you do right now, lab rat. You must be salivating at the mountain of evidence beneath your fingertips. Weapons, corkboards, secret evil plans. All are classified here, and we both know you know you really want to rub your grubby paws all over them. Why? Stop that! Why do you keep advancing the text automatically? Even if you copied half of the I can't read this shit, dude. They don't want me reading the text. I won't read it. You'd still have enough evidence to net you a promotion from HQ.
Well then.
So go ahead, take as much as you'd like. I won't touch a hair on your head. After all, the great Cautionne, Emperor of malViolence, knows that you only care about the truth. He shall let you indulge. Hey, lab rat, can I ask you something? You are just getting evidence, right? Does he not approve of your investigation style? You're being thorough. You're just being thorough. I've watched you with my drones. Tailored these puzzles to your specific subpar problem-solving skills. Carried out quasi-legal research on your identity. So I know what you are. You're an agent for Stop. Nothing more, nothing less. Am I right? Again with the silent treatment. I've met vending machines with better social skills than you know that? That's mean and hurtful. I don't feel that was really necessary. All I've done is really compliment you. You know what? Come out here. Drag your little ass out here and I will throw you to the wind. Fine.
Shut up.
Fine. The next time you escape a puzzle room, I won't talk either. See how you like it. Now move, or you'll regret your staring contest with me. What did I do? Why is he so mad? Again with the temper tantrum, huh? Seriously, why is he so pissed off at you? He and Dr. Danger have fought against stopped field agents in the past, but that's not your department. Hell, before this, you never even met either of them face to face. What right does he have to act all high and mighty at you? Yeah! Right. Supervillain. Big ego, no self-awareness. Don't overthink it. Okay, it looks like we are in yet another dim corridor that stretches out before us with no answers to offer, which is where I'm gonna call this one, man. My brain is done, y'all. Oh, and this one's gonna take a while. I got a lot of editing and cutting out and speeding up to do on this one, so we are just gonna park ourselves right there and call it a day. But as always, oh, thank you so much for dropping by. This is proving interesting. I'm getting a vague idea of some things. I think we are on to some things that are going on with Cautionne and Dr. Danger. I feel like there's obviously something we're going down with this child abduction angle, and I'm kind of getting a feeling that Cautionne has maybe been a victim of said abductions, and this is probably why he is the way he is. I also do not think Stop is on the up and up, and that they very likely are. Like, I don't know what else could be the cause of anything right now. If this is like a really short form game, I feel like it can't not be Stop being shitty, right? Like, it's gotta have something to do with that. What our role is in that, I am not sure. But I am sure that it has something to do with child abductions and Cautionne having been like a previous abductee or something of the sort. Maybe we will find that out next time. I don't know how much of the game is left. I have to imagine it's like, since I was told this game's about an hour and a half, that we are closing in on the finale. So, but the puzzles are probably taking me way longer than they should. So obviously, I bet nobody else has probably already spent 2 or 3 hours on this the way that I have, because I'm slow and dumb. But anyway, as always, thank you so much for dropping by. I hope you have a nice rest of your whatever, wherever you are, and we will catch you next time. Take care of yourself. Bye.